I'll talk about a new innovative product. Generally, I make videos about projectors, but today I'll talk about a TV. Yes, you heard me right. I'll talk about a TV. TVs dominate the modern projector these days, and people often get them for their smooth usabilities. And today's product is an Insignia Fire TV, which is also an Amazon Fire Stick TV. Okay, enough is said. Now let's unbox it. So I've got this 50-inch F30 series 4K TV. It's also an Alexa Smart TV as well. This TV has everything built in the way Smart TV are now. This being an Amazon Fire Stick type TV, it has all of your interface right here, you can see. You can sign into your apps like Hulu, Netflix and Amazon Prime obviously on here. So anything you really need to do is almost already on here. Maybe TVs are great options for more of a permanent setup instead of a projector, especially if it is a room like mine. Your TV may not be the exact model shown in this video, but just like the box shown here, your box should have the clips holding the front, back and the base together. If your packaging differs from what is shown in this video, always prefer the directions printed on your box, either the quick start guide or the menu inside the box. If it is larger than 32 inches, we recommend to people to carry, unbox and install. Also be sure to lay your TV on a soft, clean surface such as a table cover or blanket large enough to support it before lifting it from the box. To start unboxing, look for the plastic clips from the lower part of the front and back on the box and on the sides. Release all clips by squeezing and pulling the way from the box. With the clips released, lift the top of the box up and off on the TV and base using the handle on the sides. Remember, support the TV carefully to avoid tipping and damage. Now look for parts and accessories like the instruction manual, stand, remote control, batteries or anything else that can be removed and set aside. Next, remove the tape attached to the foam along the top cushion. Remove any styrofoam pieces protecting the display. Find the handhold at the top of the protective bag. Take hold at one side and have your fan hold on the other as you lift in the bag, which you lift in the TV. Support the TV from the bottom with your other hand as you carry it. Make sure not to pinch the screen between your thumb and fingers. Your new TV is fragile and pinching the screen can easily cause the glass to crack. Certain models use padding or screen covers to help prevent damage, but you should always hold it only by the edges when lifting. You have probably been told never let your TV flat, and that's true during transportation and unboxing. But now we are on to attaching the stand. You will need to lay it flat per the included instructions. Carry the TV to the soft clean surface you prepared and set it down, holding it upright. Slide the back down, leaving any screen protection in place. Be sure to support the TV from the edges as you lower the back and remember not to pinch the screen. Gently lower the TV screen side down and remove the bag. Insignia TVs have several stand styles. Be sure to follow the instructions about assembly or quick start guide. Use the provided hardware and remember not to over tighten the screws. With your stand securely attached, carefully lift the TV by the edges and support the bottom as you carry it, making sure not to pinch the screen. Place it upright the console you are going to use, and that's it. This 50-inch is only about 37 pounds and it's got a slim profile as well. It comes with a stand on a bottom and a wall mounting option on the back. The feet on it are pretty stable and the TV is going to be rock solid on your desk or table. It's a little bit thicker right here and on the back of it, it's pretty smooth on the top. There are ridges on there to make sure to keep on flexing anything like that. And on the bottom here we have the power cord input. If you want to mount it on the wall, and then you can unscrew this and set up with the stand. If you're going to mount your TV, be sure to use a kit that matches the TV size and wear and anchor it securely onto the wall surface. On the back, you also got your typical AV connections. You actually have an optical hole as well as Ethernet ports if you aren't able to wirelessly hook up the connection. It also has a TV tuner ports. So that's what the TV looks like from the back side. This remote is really actually unique in it. To activate the remote, put batteries on the back of the remote. Now press a few buttons from the remote towards the TV to check its activity. This remote is really actually unique and neat. because I like the button on the bottom which actually opens some of the apps like Peacock, Netflix, things like that, and users straight up hit that to open up. It also has voice control, so you can speak in it. You can see the light flashing on the remote when you push on the blue button. You can open and control anything on the app with this remote. This TV also supports Alexa, so that you can control it too. You can set a timer for shutdown or set an alarm and control calendar for certain reminders. When you first start the TV, it wants you to put a few inputs like language, then network connections like Wi-Fi or Ethernet connection, keyboard preferences, etc. After that, a TV will update the firmware and set up the system. To complete its full setup, it will ask a few other preferences like experience level, sign in with Amazon account, etc. To sign in on Amazon account, you can select one of the two options shown here. After everything, this TV asks a final input to set Wi-Fi or Ethernet password and want to restore Fire TV's option, and then it will show the home screen. I want to show you some features to look for. First of all, this is the home screen, and here you have your profiles, you have your inputs, you can tag things, and you can go to the live TV. I did plug an antenna into it and I scanned for channels, and you get this on screen guide, and that is cool because it shows you the quality of everything. It can show you all the channels and they can find in your area, and it will give you a preview. And when it gets started, it will plant a station right there to decide. Now back on the home screen, you can add some of your favorite app right here, and if you click on the last box, you can see all the apps. And there is a gear at the corner. Now on this gear, we are going to see all of your presets just for the main part of the television. But if you continue to go down, you can see your inputs notifications, and you can add multiple profiles, Wi-Fi, and a few other options are down here, including Alexa setup right there. And a few other things you can get here are your display setting and sound. You have your picture settings, and you can choose your preset based on your applications or the inputs. Some sound settings in here give you on the sideboard, as you can see over there. And if you can back in, you can do your display setting that are customizable again for each input. Now this TV also supports Apple AirPlay and Apple HomeKit, so you can connect to your computer, iPhone or iPod no problem. And screen mirroring as well as screensaver is available. With the Amazon Photo application, you can put all of your photos onto a cloud, and you can stream directly on this TV when you are not using it. Plus you have a web browser, app store, and you can manage all your apps. And you can see right there it had 11.7 gigabytes of built-in storage. Alright, let's go into some picture tests. Now I want to play a movie for you and let you see what the color looks like on it. And for me, I was expecting to see a lot of light bleed in gray areas, but actually it looks pretty good. You can switch over to dynamic. You can see it brings a lot more color for the book in the background. If you don't like the bright look, then you can switch over to natural. Then we have the game PC, and you can customize it right here at the bottom. And what the customized mode basically allows to go here, and you can adjust this and save them as presets. So you can play with the contrast and color tint right there. Now when you come to booming, you might see just a little bit not too bad. But you will see the black light on a full block screen like this one right here. But again, we're looking at a TV that performs pretty well considering everything. For its upscaling, this is what the TV looks like on a 720p signal, and I can see some pretty good details. You can see just a little bit of trailing again with the motion. Again, it could be the mode that is in. But let's switch over to 4K and see what we can see a difference. Switching back over to 4K, it is pretty noticeable to me here live in the studio that the 4K signal does look a lot better. So the upscaling was pretty decent. But I do believe that the 4K signal definitely gives you a much solid picture overall. And this is a test that shows the different level goes from black all the way up to white. And again, TV panel is pretty consistent as it goes down to the black level to see how it changes. And again, how informative on it is pretty impressive, and don't think you're having problem with that whatsoever. And here's a skin tone test. It looks pretty natural right now. Let's go into the menu and see some different picture profiles look like, so we can see other changes. So currently we are in movie mode, and you can see the menu on the side. Ooh, look at the dynamic. It really brings out the detail, and what kind of I like the brighter detail picture. But again, it has far resolution. Here's the natural, and again it's to me really looks good. Let's back up to the standard mode, and again, everyday TV watching standard mode is going to be good as well. So this has a built-in speaker on it and it sounds very good. If I honestly speaking, we use it to watch TV shows and movies etc. They run crackling and echoing and they are not like soundbars. Because it's impossible to put all of the external mechanisms into a TV, but if you want to use this TV for music, then you can invest in a powerful soundbar. It have an audio output on it, 3.5mm jack, so you can easily just do that as well. The HDMI one on here is actually ARC supported, so that means if you have an ARC supported soundbar, for example, you can hook that up to this through that HDMI port, and it will communicate back and forth, and it actually controls both of them together. It has some other inputs as well, like USB ports and display HDMI ports. It's also super easy for casting, which is something I really like if you have guests over. It's very easy for them to be able to play their kind of content as well without necessarily having a DIU on the TV. It's able to easily AirPlay the content over to this TV. From Android, it's very easy, just cast things too. Fine, in general, casting with Android is very little bit simpler than with AirPlay, and I feel kind of a little bit more intuitive and just happens, kind of more snappy. Either way, you're going to be found and cast things over here too. To screen mirror your Android phone, first you need to enable display mirroring on your Insignia Fire TV. So we will head to setting, then select display and settings, and from the list select enable display mirroring. And right after clicking on it, display mirroring will be turned on. Now grab your Android phone and turn on screen mirroring or screen crash from the control center. If you don't find it, then you can tap on the edit button and then screen mirroring from the list. Now just tap on the screencast and smart TV will pop up here. So just tap on it and your phone display will start mirroring in a moment. And when you start screen mirroring, to turn it off from your phone, and just tap on screencast again and then tap disconnect. Or you can also use your TV remote, just press on the home or on the back button and then press yes, and display mirroring will stop. So that's how you screen mirror your phone to Insignia Fire TV. So this Insignia F30 series TV comes in various sizes, like this is the 15 inch right here beside me right now. But there are other sizes depending on your space and what you want. But overall I think it's a pretty affordable TV. Looks great, it's got a lot of built-in features and lots of connections on it. So I highly recommend it. Guys, enough for today. If you have any queries or suggestion, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try my best to help. Also, if you suggest a topic for the next video, I will gladly make it for you. I also want to make a request. Please subscribe. It's most important for the channel. Okay, bye for now. See you in the next video.